It was 2 a.m., and the soft blue light from Liam's phone was the only glow in his dark bedroom. The rest of the house slept silently, but his thumbs kept scrolling, video after video, meme after meme, lost in an endless stream of nothingness. His eyes burned, but his mind refused to stop. He told himself he'd sleep after. Just one more clip, yet an hour would slip by like a whisper. At 17, Liam had everything: good looks, intelligence, a caring mother, and a father who worked tirelessly to support them. But lately, none of that mattered. His world existed in pixels and notifications. Every ping of a message made his heart race, every like on his post felt like validation. Reality had become dull compared to the world inside his screen. His mother, Martha, noticed the change. The once joyful boy who'd laugh at dinner, help with chores, and share stories about school was gone. He now sat at the table, phone in hand, eyes glazed over. He didn't notice the food, or the love in her eyes when she watched him. One morning, as the sun poured golden light through the kitchen window, Martha gently said, "Liam, you've barely looked up this whole week. You haven't joined us for breakfast in days." He didn't respond. The sound of a notification drowned her out. She sighed. "Liam, please, just 10 minutes without your phone." "Mom, I'm talking to my friends," he said sharply, not even glancing up. "Are you?" she murmured softly, her voice breaking. But he didn't hear her. At school, Liam's grades began to slip. He'd once been top of his class, but now his homework was half done, his attention scattered. His teachers noticed his drooping eyes, his constant yawns, his trembling hands from late-night scrolling. During lunch, his best friend, Noah, tried to talk to him. "Hey man, we're heading to the park after school, some basketball, maybe a movie later. You in?" Liam didn't look up. "Can't. I'm busy." "Busy doing what?" He didn't answer. His phone buzzed again. Another message, another dopamine rush. Noah sighed. "You used to love hanging out. Now it's like your phone's your only friend." Liam finally looked up, frowning. "What's your problem? Everyone's on their phone." "Yeah," Noah said quietly, "but not everyone's forgetting to live." Weeks passed. The weather changed, but Liam's habits didn't. He stopped playing guitar, something he once loved. His grades dropped further. His father, Mark, tried talking to him, but every conversation ended in frustration. One evening, during dinner, Mark's voice rose. "Liam, enough is enough. You're wasting your life. Do you know how hard I worked to give you this home?" Liam rolled his eyes. "Dad, stop acting like it's a crime to have a phone. Everyone uses it." "It's not the phone," Mark said, his face flushed with worry. "It's what it's doing to you. You're missing everything right in front of you, your family, your future." Liam stood up, anger flaring. "You just don't get it." He shouted and stormed to his room, slamming the door behind him. In the silence that followed, Martha wiped a tear from her cheek. That night, as rain drummed softly against his window, Liam stared at his screen until his eyes blurred. His battery flashed red, and he plugged it in without thinking. His reflection stared back at him from the dark glass, tired, pale, empty. Somewhere inside, he felt a hollow ache, but he drowned it with more scrolling. The world outside faded, replaced by flickering images and laughter that wasn't real. Suddenly, a message appeared on his screen. It was from Noah. "Noah. Hey, haven't seen you around lately. Everything okay?" Liam. "Yeah, just busy." Noah. "Busy doing what?" "You've ghosted everyone." Liam. "I'm fine, just tired." Noah. "Okay, just wanted to say, we're here if you need us. Don't disappear, man." Liam read the message twice. Something about it stung, but he shoved the feeling away and opened another app. The next morning, Martha tried to wake him. "Liam, you'll be late again." He groaned, burying his face in the pillow. 5 more minutes. By the time he got to school, the first period had already started. The teacher gave him a disappointed look. "Liam, this is the 3rd time this week." He nodded numbly. After school, he received a text from Noah again. "Can you come by the hospital? My mom fainted at work. They admitted her last night." Liam stared at the message, then typed, "Sorry, man. I've got homework." He didn't. Instead, he opened a video app and got lost in another hour of nothingness. That night, Noah's call came through, but Liam ignored it. 3 days later, Liam saw Noah in class. His friend's eyes were red, his voice hollow. "She's gone," Noah whispered. Liam froze. "What do you mean? She didn't make it." The doctors said if she'd gotten help sooner. He trailed off, staring at the floor. Guilt stabbed through Liam like a knife. He'd ignored Noah's call, the one night his friend had needed him most. For the first time, his phone felt heavy in his hand, like a reminder of everything he'd missed. Days turned into weeks. Noah stopped coming to school for a while. When he returned, he was quieter, distant. Liam tried to talk to him, but the words never came. Instead, he went back to his screen, his escape, his distraction. But this time, it didn't help. Every photo, every video, every glowing pixel seemed meaningless. He started to notice things he hadn't before, the way his mother's hands trembled when she cooked, the wrinkles around his father's tired eyes, the empty chair at the dinner table where laughter used to echo. Late one night, he opened his gallery. There was a picture of him, Noah, and their friends at the park, laughing under the summer sun. His heart ached. When had he stopped living moments like that? He looked at the clock. 3 a.m. Again, he turned off his phone for the first time in months. The silence felt strange but peaceful. The next morning, he sat at the breakfast table without his phone. His mother looked surprised. "Good morning," she said softly, unsure. "Morning, Mom," he replied, smiling faintly. They ate together in silence, but it wasn't uncomfortable. For once, he noticed the taste of his food, the warmth of sunlight through the window, the gentle hum of life around him. That day at school, Liam approached Noah during lunch. "Hey," he said quietly. Noah looked up, wary. "Hey, I'm sorry," Liam said. "For not being there. For ignoring your call." Noah sighed. "It's okay, man." "No, it's not," Liam said, his voice trembling. "I thought being online meant being connected. But I wasn't really there for anyone. Not for you, not for my family, not even for myself." Noah stared at him for a long moment, then nodded slowly. "Maybe we can both start over." Liam smiled, a tear escaping down his cheek. "Yeah, I'd like that." From that day, things changed, not all at once, but slowly. Liam started leaving his phone in another room when studying. He joined his parents for evening walks. He and Noah spent weekends at the park again, shooting hoops, talking, laughing like old times. At first, it was hard. The urge to check his phone every few minutes was strong, like an itch he couldn't scratch. But each time he resisted, he felt lighter, freer. One evening, while walking home from school, he saw a little girl sitting alone on a bench, crying softly. Her backpack was open, and her books scattered on the ground. He knelt beside her. "Hey, are you okay?" "I lost my phone," she sobbed. "Mom's going to be mad." Liam smiled gently. "Phones can be replaced. You can't. Come on, I'll help you look." They searched the park together, and soon, he found the phone under the bench. The girl's face lit up with relief. "Thank you," she said, hugging him. As he watched her run off to her mother, something warm bloomed in his chest. It wasn't the kind of happiness a notification could give, it was real, human, alive. Months passed. Liam's grades improved. His teachers noticed the change. His parents smiled more often. And for the first time in a long while, he felt present, truly present. One day, during a school assembly, a guest speaker, a young man, spoke about how technology was shaping their lives. He asked, "How many of you checked your phones before you brushed your teeth this morning?" Nearly every hand went up. Liam's didn't. He smiled to himself. After the assembly, Noah nudged him. "You've changed, man." "Yeah," Liam said quietly. "Guess I finally looked up." That weekend, Liam volunteered at a local community center that helped kids with digital awareness. He shared his story, not to preach, but to relate. He told them how he'd lost time, friends, and almost himself to a glowing screen. How one message he ignored changed everything. And how, by simply looking up, he found life again. The kids listened in silence. Some looked down at their phones, then slowly turned them off. Afterward, one boy approached him. "Hey, do you think I can change too?" Liam smiled, placing a hand on his shoulder. "You already started." That night, as Liam lay in bed, he looked at his phone on the table beside him. The screen was dark, but he didn't feel the urge to pick it up. He turned off the lamp and stared at the ceiling, listening to the rhythm of his breathing, the world outside his window, and the quiet hum of life returning. For the first time in years, he fell asleep peacefully, without a screen in his hand, but with a heart full of hope.